Hey, what's going on, guys? Tiger here. So today we're going to be going over the smokes that I think you absolutely must know for playing Mirage in CS2. Now, I'm not going to say these smokes are going to absolutely win you games on their own, but they will help you out a lot, so make sure to stick around. These are just smokes that I throw in my everyday games whenever I'm playing on Mirage, so they do actually work. I do use them pretty frequently, so about to jump right in. We're going to be throwing the first smoke on CT side. This will be the only CT side smoke that we throw here. The rest will all be from T side, but this one I think is super important, so I decided to add it in anyways. What we're going to be doing, though, is we're going to line ourselves up, jumping on this platform. We're going to line ourselves up with the door. Generally in this location, I like to use this little yellow speck, whatever, line myself up. And we're going to want to aim at this little, it's like a crack in the building. It's generally in this area. Line yourself up with the corner of this window. Go over to the crack here. Then we're going to jump and throw. As you can see, this one falls perfectly. Stops the T-side from pushing apps. As you can see, this is a pretty strong smoke. I just used it earlier on. It's decently easy enough to throw from spawn. It is kind of precise, so you do have to be careful with the placement of where you're aiming your crosshair. But, as you can see, it's super strong, gives you control of almost all of apps really early on. Especially if they're playing slower and you know they're playing slower. This is a really important smoke to throw. Gives you a lot of control, and it's super easy to play off of with a teammate throwing a flash through the window or however you want to play it. But it is super important, so I decided to add it in. But then to move over to the T side, since we're near B, we'll start with B. Now, all three B smokes I'm going to show you are all from the same exact spot, so this is one of the strongest things that I think you can do on Mirage. So what we're going to do is we're going to line ourselves up in the corner of this, the corner of the corner, I guess. We're going to line ourselves up there. We're going to aim at this window here. We're going to jump and throw. As you can see, as it lands, it'll completely block off market door. Lands inside the doorway. So it ends up extending in a little bit. Completely blocks any sort of peeks that they can do. Even if they jump on this weird little ledge here. Can't really see anything over top of it. And it does block off a lot, so this is one smoke that I really like throwing. But then we're going to go back to the same exact spot in this corner. We're going to aim at the top of this building here, right at the intersection of the corner piece. We're going to jump and throw again. As you can see, as it lands, this one's going to block off market window. This one actually lands inside the window. So same thing with the market door. It does extend into market. And also, as you can see, it does block if you're playing an off angle here. It's going to be a lot harder for them to clear you running out of market window. If you can get here by the time the smoke is still up, it does make it really strong. And the last spot we're going to throw is the cat smoke. We're going to aim, once again, same corner. And then what we're going to do is we're going to aim right at the corner of this building here. A little bit off to the left, not too far though. Right on the corner, just put the center of your crosshair just generally right on top of the corner of the building. Now we're going to throw. No jump throw, just throw. As you can see, blocks off all of cat. And this smoke I really like because it does block off all of the lower part of cat. They can still boost on top of the boxes. As you can see, I'm shooting through the smoke here. But if you're playing here, like most people would do, you cannot see anything on the site. So the smoke goes to fade, obviously, but that makes that one a really strong smoke. And then so, to show you guys what it looks like to throw all three, if you ask your teammates for two smokes, what you'll do, you just line yourself up in the corner, look at the window, jump throw. Aim here at the corner of the building, jump throw. And then one more at the corner here, and you're going to normal throw. And as you can see, all three smokes land perfectly. Blocks off a lot of the site. So if you're executing on B, or even if you want to sell a fake, you can tell your teammates to drop you two smokes over here, have them hit A. If you're throwing this many smokes, the site becomes so much easier to take. You know, you can't get ops from the market window or people playing in the back of the door. You just have to clear the site, and then stops the retake attempt. They're going for a fast retake, stops rotations, stuff like that. Ends up making it a really strong setup. But then moving over to A, this is one of my personal favorite smokes to throw. And so what you're going to want to do for this smoke is you're going to want to line yourself up with the fence here. You're going to aim to the right of this wood piece sticking out of the building here. You're going to jump throw. As you can see, as this one lands, it's a completely block off CT. This is one of my favorite smokes, especially from the spot you throw it. It's out of everybody's way. They're throwing the other smokes. Now, one thing to be careful of is this smoke will give them sort of a one-way. If they do jump on top of a ticket, you can see them slightly, but it is just an angle to hold, so be aware of that. If that does become an issue, this other CT smoke that I like to throw is you line yourself up with this brick here. Right directly in the center where you see the vertical line. Aim yourself right at the edge of the piece of wood again, and then jump throw. And this one lands on top of the box, so it ends up blocking off that one-way peak. The only way that they can see over it is if you're on top of the ticket booth. As you can see, if you drop down, you can't see anything. If that does become an issue for you, then peeking over the one way with the other smoke, that's another lineup for you. But then moving on to stairs, what I think is another crucial smoke for you to throw. We're going to jump on top of this ledge here. Aim yourself in the middle of this section. And what you want to do is line yourself up with the corner of here, the crosshair, right at the edge of this little ledge. And what I like to do to line it up is I'll aim roughly at the same height of this piece here. So you come over right around here. As you can see, lands on top of stairs. And then as you can see, it blocks off all vision from stairs. Even blocks off jungle if you're playing this close angle here, makes them swing wide. And obviously as you go across, they can start to see more and more, but I'll show you another smoke for that here in a second. But it completely blocks off all of the stairs peak, which me personally, I like to play there a lot when I'm playing on Mirage, so being able to cut off that angle is super important to me. But then to pair with that stairs smoke, what we're going to do is we're going to jump up on top of this little walkway here. We're going to go to the middle beam. There's 3 here, you just go to the middle one. Aim yourself slightly. What I like to do is go to the corner of this piece here. Go slightly over and down. And throw. As you can see, this one lands right in between jungle and connector, blocks that off. So if we're throwing these 2 smokes together, it looks something like this. I throw the stairs smoke. And once again, you aim roughly in this area here. As you can see, it kind of blocks everything off. Super strong for sight take. Then once again, if you're throwing all 3 smokes, it looks something like this. Once again, you aim here, jump throw. Aim at this ledge. Bring your crosshair to here, jump throw. Or, that's a normal throw, sorry. Then you aim middle of this beam, aim at the corner, bring it over and down slightly, and throw. As you're taking the sight, it'll look something like this. I messed the CT smoke up a little bit because I was rushing, but if you take your time and line it up, works perfect. And obviously you have a lot of control of the entire part of the map. What most players will do is they'll back off to the jungle area behind the stairs. Obviously this will be smoked, so you really have no line of sight unless you're playing literally on the site. But it ends up being a really good execute if you throw all 3 of these smokes. Now moving over to mid, there's a few different mid smokes I'm going to show you here. The first one being the most important one to me, the mid window smoke. What I like to do is align myself up, just tuck yourself in the corner of this dumpster here. You're going to bring your crosshair to the middle of this antenna and then straight down so you meet the ledge. And for this smoke though, you will have to hold D, and you can see your character kind of inch forward. You hold D. What I like to do is pull here, pull the smoke, and you can see my character move a little bit. You're going to jump throw. As you can see, smokes off all of window. This one's a super strong smoke for if we're going to also smoke off like connector or cat. That way we can isolate one of the sides of the map and then take the fight on the other. It's also the smoke that I've been able to do the most consistently. As I said, you just aim in this area here, straight down from the antenna, hold the jump throw. And it's one of the only smokes, like I said, that I can get consistently just about every time. So that makes it my favorite. But if you're looking for a different mid smoke, if you want to leave window open, but then just cover yourself to go up top mid, what you can do is jump on top of this garbage can here. Aim at the corner of this antenna, and you're just going to want to throw. As you can see, it lands directly in front of cat here. It does not block off connector, but if you want to get out mid, it gives you an early peek window, say if you have an op or, you know, they're on eco. It's just a little bit, it's a way to easily take mid without keeping window control if you do end up wanting to fight that. And then just for a little extra smoke, one of my personal favorites when you do, if your teammate throws that cat smoke for you and you end up getting here to wagon. What I like to do, aim at the top of this antenna here, and you run and throw. Just take a few steps, throw. Lands perfectly in the window every time. I like to put myself, to keep it consistent, I put myself on the ledge. Aim here. Then as you fall off the ledge, throw it. It just bounces off the back wall, lands right here. Ends up covering all of snipers. But that's all the smokes I have for you today, so if you guys did enjoy, I'd really appreciate a like, comment, sub, all that great stuff down below. As always, I greatly appreciate the support. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.